All right, what a lovely day to be talking about how to find scholarships in Japan. Hi there, it's Global Scholarships and I'm your host Az. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everything is going great. And today we're going to talk about how to find scholarships in Japan. If you do not know, we are Global Scholarships. We are a platform that basically share a lot of very cool stuff on finding scholarships or just about like studying abroad. So basically, in this video, we're going to talk about how to find scholarships in Japan. So I'm going to leave a link in the description, but you don't really need that link because the first thing, as you can see, this is our website. This is our front page, globalscholarships.com, which is a free platform, doesn't require a registration, like an account, doesn't require anything. It's just completely free. And as you can see, we have our search tool here, which is an amazing tool, and we're going to talk about it in a couple of minutes now. But the thing is, first, like if you want to find scholarships in Japan, you probably want to study in Japan. So if so, we have some really good collections, some very comprehensive collections of guides that we have. As you can see, we have quite a lot of guides here, but specifically we're going to see under the guide section, we have, as you can see, country guides, which are, as you can see, like collections of guides that we have for multiple countries. Basically, as you can see, hang on, we have one for like South Korea, Japan, Singapore in Asia, and like in Europe, Norway, Italy, Germany, Finland, and of course, North America and Canada. Basically, these are collections. We're gonna see them now. Of course, the whole thing is about just like finding scholarships, but if you're interested in studying in Japan, these guides, as you can see, there are many of them, will give you so much information that probably you will leave this page without any considerable gaps in your knowledge about studying in that country, right? For example, we have like, maybe you're interested in the education system of that country, like higher education in Japan. What are some of the pros and cons of that education system? How to choose a university? As you can see, these are all different. Like you can click on them and go to our guides, and these are all like full guides on that specific topic, right? Like best English taught universities in Japan, best private universities, best public universities, best universities in Japan with high employability rates. And then we have like programs, best programs to study for several different topics like music, culinary schools, marine biology, and we have actually more like dental, medical schools. A lot of people are interested in studying in medical school in Japan, right? Okay, everything is working well. And then applying to a university, here we have like one complete guide to university applications in Japan, and then we have like different guides for different levels of education. For example, bachelor's, here we have bachelor's, right? And like these are all guides. And like one thing that is really good that I really like is that, for example, there's one for University of Tokyo that like we have not only, for example, let me show you. Now we have our pages for every single university, right? This is our page for that university, which gives you quite a lot of information about like the overview, admission, like population, how many scholarships there are. And then for some select universities, we have how to get into that university, like admission process and tips, these guides. And as you can see, we have also their videos too on our YouTube channel. Basically, we have like we have these for some school. I believe we have Tohoku University. We have one for that as well. And there are more incoming. Probably by the time you say this, there will be more. But keep that in mind. Like we go through the application process. We give you quite a lot of information. All right. So other than that, application, we have documents and tests needed for university applications in that country. Like as you can see, standardized tests or like effective statement of interest, and we have language proficiency tests. Some like this is one of the topics that we have a lot of questions on our live streams as well. If you do not know, we do live streams every Friday on TikTok and YouTube. We answer questions, and as you can see, there are like multiple of guides for pretty much every test you will see: TOEFL, LTS, and even Duolingo English test, which is becoming more and more popular. And then we have financing your studies, of course. We have like how to study in Japan for free, which is one of the most popular topics in our YouTube channel as well. As you can see, we have another video on that too. And like cheapest universities, cheapest programs, and of course, scholarship opportunities, the thing we're gonna see today. Now, we have more other here, like types of visa, work opportunities, online degrees, acceptance rates, etc. You can look into those too. But today we're gonna focus on scholarship opportunities. Basically, we have three guides on these. And I'm probably, like, if you're interested in studying in Japan, you probably know about this one, Japanese government scholarships, which is one of the most popular scholarships that we get a lot of questions about. And this is our guide for that, Japanese government scholarships. And as you can see, we have like 22 comments in this just one article guide. And as you can see, if you have any questions, you can just leave them in our comment section. And Hyunli, which is the founder of Global Scholarships, answers all of them. There are no unanswered questions, as you can clearly see, right? So if you want to learn more about this one, we also have made a video on this one too. So yeah, and then we have 14 best scholarships in Japan for international students. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the link for this one too in the description. And as you can see, we have a list. Now, like, if you're interested in any one of these, you can just click on scholarship page to go. Hang on, not this one, of course. This is not a very good example. No, not this one is not true. Hang on, let's see. Okay, so basically, we also have scholarships in our database, and we have pages for scholarships, and we're gonna see how these work in a minute. Basically, they give you pretty much every single piece of information you might need, right? And then we have currently open scholarships in Japan. As you can see, these give you like the opportunities that are open for application right now. All right. As you can see, like you can choose your degree, bachelor's, master's, and type of scholarships. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But you don't need any of these. Okay. Like if you're just interested in finding scholarships, searching for scholarships in Japan, you can just discard all of these and go to globalscholarships.com, which I'm going to show you now how to use our search tool to find scholarships, right? So basically, we have our search tool. It's completely free. You can just type in Japan. As you can see, we have country here, and you can go to our results. As you can see, in our database, hang on a second, in our database, we have about 300 different scholarships in Japan that are available for international students right now. You can filter here by degree, by locations, of course, it is Japan, by scholarship type, scholarship deadline, subject, nationalities. Now, scholarship type, there are 3 different scholarship types. One is partial funding, which covers less than your tuition fees, so it doesn't pay your tuition fees. We have full tuition, which covers your tuition fees completely, and then we have full funding, which is the best type of scholarship, which covers your tuition fees and then gives you some more financial aid. Maybe it's your accommodation, maybe it gives you an allowance, maybe it gives you a stipend, like a certain amount of money every month, every year. Some schools have scholarships that cover like a laptop, perhaps. So like full funding means it's more than tuition fees, right? And then we have subjects and nationalities. So let's find some scholarships, for example, that are suitable for me. Let's say PhD in Japan. I am looking for full funding scholarships. As you can see, there are like most scholarships are either partial funding, more than 135, some of them full tuition, about 62, and of course full funding scholarships, which are the most comprehensive and most beneficial ones. Of course, there are fewer of those scholarships. And let's say subjects, let's say economics, right, which is my area of study. So here's one thing. Usually people come to our live streams and ask like, how I'm from this country, I am studying this subject, are there any scholarships for me? Usually most scholarships don't have specific subjects. They don't like exclude certain subjects. There are some scholarships that are for specific subjects, like maybe it's just for chemical engineering, but mostly it's just, as you can see, all subjects. But one thing to keep in mind, that all subjects means all subjects that are offered by that university. So you could go to a scholarship if you study, for example, let's say, I don't know, food studies, fashion, perhaps, like a subject that not offered in every school. So keep in mind that, like, to be able to get this scholarship from this university, the subject you want to study should be offered by that university. So I would go to the university and look into their programs, okay? So, but these are all subjects. But yeah, usually scholarships don't really care all that much about subjects. And of course, nationality, let's say Turkey. Again, most scholarships don't really care about your nationality. Some scholarships are specifically for people coming from some specific countries, but most of them are not. As you can see, we have like 11 scholarships here. If you are a bachelor student, as you can see, we have like 10 other scholarships for bachelors. For students who want to study undergraduate. Now, if there is any one of these scholarships that you're interested in, you can get more information by clicking on any of them and going to our page, again, our scholarship page. Now I'm going to show you how it works, because it gives you so much information and like takes you from point of zero to the point where you can like contact the university, right? This is our page page that we have for this specific scholarship, Global 30 Undergraduate Scholarship at Nagoya University in Japan, right? So we have scholarship summary here, like level of study, bachelor, host institution. It's full funding, again, all nationalities, all subjects. They give you all this summary information. And then we have scholarship coverage, basically what it covers. Payment of tuition for 4 years, reimbursement of registration fee through monthly installments, and annual stipend of 500,000 Japanese yen for living costs for 4 years. Now, one thing you might be asking at this point, how much is the tuition fee? Like, what is this? What, like, payment of tuition fee for 4 years? How much does it cover anyway? So if you have any questions about this specific university that this scholarship is in, you can just click on the university here and then go to our page for that university. And as you can see, we have every piece of information: location, population, scholarships, admission process. You can just click on any of these links to go to the university's page for admissions. We have application deadlines, and we have, as you can see, tuition fees, not only in local currencies but also in dollars. So basically it's about $4,000 per year for this school. So this scholarship will be covering your tuition fees for 4 years. So it's about like $16,000 in full, the tuition fees, right? And so we have, as you can see, this covers $16,000 worth of tuition fees, reimbursement of registration fee, and as you can see, this much annual stipend. So other than that, we have the eligibility criteria in our page. Basically, for this one, non-recipient of government or private scholarship worth more than 500,000 Japanese yen annually. We have application procedure, which gives you quite a lot of detailed information. As you can see, application process. A separate scholarship application is needed. For Global 30 Undergraduate Scholarship, you'll have to collect these requirements: application form, of course, and income statement. Why? So they can make sure you are not getting any other scholarships that are above 500,000 Japanese yen, right? And then once you have those ready, follow these steps to submit your scholarship application and requirements, like these steps, right? And then, as you can see, we have our deadlines here. Like basically what it covers: what are the eligibility criteria for the scholarship, what is the application process, what are the deadlines, pretty much everything you might ask for this scholarship. And if you have even more questions, you can just come here and leave a comment, and Hyun Lee, founder of Global Scholarships, answers all of those questions, right? And if you want to get even more information from our page, you can just click here, apply now, to go to the university's page for that scholarship. So see, this takes you from point 0 here, actually point 0, let's say here, to the point where you don't even know what scholarship opportunities you have in this specific country, to the point where you can get information from the university directly about a scholarship that you know is suitable for you, if it is suitable for you. So as you can see, we have information, pretty much the same information that we have on our page, because this is where we get the information from, basically. Global scholarships, so searches every available scholarship information and like puts that in just one website. We have more information here, monthly living expenses for this one. I'm just trying to show you what information you can get from the university, right? And so this is for graduate, and for undergraduate, as you can see, we have common applicants who wish to be considered for scholarships, both Global 30 and MEXT scholarships, and submit all required documents during an application period will be automatically considered as a candidate. So basically, this is the application process. We have eligibility requirements, we have common selection, academic and non-academic criteria and extracurricular activities will be evaluated together with financial need. And then you, of course, you have the application form that is mentioned, which is pretty much the same for G30. This process goes for both G30 undergraduate scholarship, which we have been talking about, and MEXT scholarship, right? And here we have the application form. So like you come to a point where you have the application form for this scholarship, all right? So our website basically takes you from the point 0 to the point where you are downloading the application form. So which is why it's so great. Our search tool, our scholarship pages, our school pages. But let's say you want to get even more information, not from just like a website, not just from the university, but from people who actually got the scholarship, who actually received that scholarship. I want to get more information from someone who got MEXT scholarship, right? What insights they can offer to me. Global Scholarships does something really cool that I really like. Now on our website front page, you can go to resources, and as you can see, we have scholarship stories, which basically is stories that Global Scholarship has been like trying to find by reaching out to scholarship recipients. So as you can see, we have scholarship recipients, scholarship stories by degree, by country, by funding, by nationality. So for Japan, of course, you can go to scholarship stories by country. And as you can see, we have quite a lot of these people who shared their stories about the scholarship they received. And we are still looking for more people, more stories, more scholarship recipients, right? And of course, like for example, this one is from Japan. This one is from Netherlands. We can just click on Japan scholarships to go to our scholarship recipients, scholarship stories from Japan. As you can see, we have for now just 4 people here, but more will be coming. And then we can just click on these people to learn their stories about. I'm also gonna share the link for this one in the description. So if you want to read them yourself, you can just click on those links. Basically, we have 4 people here. They share their journey. Scholarship details, mostly these are MEXT scholarships. Again, Japanese government scholarships, one of the best scholarships that you can get pretty much anywhere, but especially in Japan. And their educational background, like what grade they had, how did you prepare to apply for scholarships and institutions, what would you have done differently if you were going through the process again, which is a very interesting insight. What advice would you give those looking to apply for a similar scholarship? We basically ask these questions to all of them, even though they have different backgrounds. Let me tell you, most of these is like, what advice is pretty much they like look for more information. All the information about those scholarships that you're interested in are out there. So search them and like make sure you are ready to like what to do for that scholarship, which is something they all say. Commit to the process fully, devote time and effort in making necessary preparations. And of course, one thing that they, especially for Japan, they will keep bringing up is language. So, for example, that for this scholarship, you don't have to know Japanese. There are some English taught universities they don't have to learn Japanese to study in, but they make a really good point in that like it's not about it's not just about what you have to have, but like learning the language will make sure that you are doing well academically, you're doing well communicating with people, finding part-time jobs, see, opportunities for internships, part-time jobs, and a full-fledged role. And as you can see, for this person to comfortably learning the language and culture beforehand, this one too, make sure to obtain a Japanese language proficiency certificate like the JLPT, and this one, learning the language, basically. So it's one of the most important things that you can do. One thing that is interesting, one interesting example is that, this person, right? So they are from Cambodia, and basically they say, I may not have been the top student in my batch, but I have always been very active in both the academic, community, and social projects. My GPA for my bachelor's degree in international relations was 3.5 out of 4. And I conducted a research thesis in my final year, which earned me honors and distinction upon graduation. So they talk about like how their GPA was not extremely high, but still by being very active academically, they were able to get one of the best scholarships that you could get in Japan or pretty much anywhere really. So yeah, as you can see, we have quite a lot of information in globalscholarships.com. You can get more information about the scholarships, about the countries, about the scholarship recipients, about the universities, pretty much anything that you might be interested in, we have here. And also we have a YouTube channel, we have a TikTok channel, and so if you're interested, give this video a like, maybe follow our YouTube channel, maybe follow our TikTok account, and keep in mind that we do live streams every Friday on both YouTube and TikTok, where you can come learn about more scholarship opportunities and ask any questions that you might have. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.